Now, in case you just stumbled across this video, we are going to do a review about a ship in STO in Star Trek Online that has to do with the Ambassador. I want to take this opportunity to thank all of the channel supporters out there that are supporting the channel financially, and if you are willing to do so yourself, there is a link in the video description. Now, as you guys know, I'm going to do review on all 4 different ships that Cryptic has released with the 11th anniversary bundle, the 11 years anniversary bundle. So it is up for grabs currently. Somewhere I already bought it, so it's not in my feed anymore. I bought the pack for 18,750 roughly with the current discount, because there is a Zen discount currently going on. And I also want to mention that if you guys have no idea, there's also a discount in lobby stuff going on right now as well. So 50% off of that. So if you are willing to, buy something from the lobby store, now is the time to grab yourselves some of those items. Now I am going to do this particular review is going to be all about the Ambassador. So there we go. Now, in all honest opinion, this particular ship, the Ambassador class, has been well, not this one. The Ambassador class has been in the game for a long time. I never did a review about it. Somehow I don't know why, but this is going to be interesting because I'm not biased. That's what I'm actually. Why isn't this screen changing? Oh, there we go. A little bit of lag. Okay, this is weird. Anyway, moving on. The Ambassador class is one of the famous lines that carry the name Enterprise. Despite her tragic end, that Enterprise proved at last as impactful as every other ship to bear the name. Now, I do want to say one thing that Cryptic did change up the way. Oh, there we go. We have really big lag. Oh, there we go. Now, Cryptic did change the way that the specialist seating on this thing was made due to all of you guys complaining and raising your voice to them. It's not good, and it's not this, it's not that, and they listen to you guys. They never listen to me, but they do listen to you guys. So that's definitely awesome. Now, I hope that you guys get what you were asking for. So they kind of changed this basically the last minute. So this thing also features a cloaking device. Wow, okay, Federation with a cloaking device. Now we do have seen that like in other ships as well. We got like, for an example, the Defiant has a cloaking device. But this big ship, huge ship with a cloaking device, that's interesting. That's definitely interesting. Hopefully we can take the cloaking device off and put it on some other ships. Ships that we kind of, or at least personal opinion here, that I kind of like to fly. Anyway, side rant. Active sensor arrays. The former allows the starship to cloak while not in combat, and the latter allows the intercraft to gather information about their target to expose the vulnerability in their defense. Intel ships are capable of passive warp signature masking. This passive ability grants the Intel ship a tiny amount of stealth, which will render the intercraft undetectable at long range. This passive stealth bonus is removed when the starship activates its cloaking device. Very nice, very nice. So we're going to get a universal console right here. Universal temporal trajectory shifter from the previous version. Upon reaching level 5 in the Starship Mastery, you will unlock the History Will Remember Starship trait. This trait can be found in the previous version of this starship as well. But this is going to be the new trait that they added, and I want to say that the 6th mastery, or at least the level 6 in the mastery, is going to be account unlocked. So if you level this step 2 all the way to level 6, all of your characters under the same account are going to have access to the same trait, or at least this particular trait. It says right here, upon leveling Starship, upon reaching level 6 in the Starship Master, you will unlock Lost in Time Starship trait for all characters on your account. While this trait is slotted, when your health drop below a certain health percentage, your ship becomes partially displaced in time and reverts to a state of where its abilities were more readied. I don't know how to pronounce that. In a different, where it better state. This can only get by once per 3 minutes. Ooh, that's a really, really long cooldown. Usually, like, activatable clickies are like 2 minutes. But this is like 3 minutes, and this is a trait. So this should be like even better than activatable clickies, the universal console and all that thing. This should come up more often. I don't know why they've chosen 3 minutes. Maybe because it's going to be overpowered if it's anything less than that. Who knows? So this thing is going to be available to Starfleet and Starfleet allied characters. Not really true, especially as of late. You can actually fly Federation ships with a Klingon character and Klingon ships with a Federation character. So this is definitely a little bit of text that they kind of need to remove. But mentioning that, you also need, there is like a token that you need to buy to unlock that particular feature, or you need to level. Currently, there is a event going on, so if you level one of those characters that are from the Discovery era, I believe the Klingons from the Discovery era, you're basically going to unlock everything. Cross-faction flying, as they say it. Wow, look at this whole modifier, 1.485. Oh my god, that's really, really high. So this is definitely tanking with its hull based. Shield modifier 1.2, also high. Very nice. 4 weapons at the front, 4 weapons on the aft with 4 device slots. Very nice. Now the bridge office station, it's very complicated, so I'm going to show that in space just by, text, and that's not gonna make any difference to anybody. So we have console modification, 3 tactical, 4 engineering, and 4 science. You can see it over here, 4 engineering, 4 science. So this is going to be more crowd control and also more tanking and survivability and less in DPS. Overall, just looking at the base console layout right here, that as of late, that basically does not tell us anything, because the majority of you guys are using universal consoles, so the slotting up here, or at least the spacing of these things, does not actually matter anymore. So that's kind of a new route that Crippling is steering us towards. Base turn rate of 7.5, kind of low, but it is definitely expected for cruisers and cruiser type like vessels, with an impulse modifier 0.15, inertia rating of 40, plus 5 to weapon power, plus 5 to shield, and also plus 10 to auxiliary power, because you definitely need a little bit of cooldown on your, bridge officer abilities and all that stuff. Has the cloaking device. What else? The universal temporal trajectory shifter, active sensor array, so it gathers intelligence for defense, weapon system, critical systems. Cruiser communication array, so strategic maneuvering, so giving you more flight turn rate and speed and all that good stuff. Shield frequency modulation, giving you more shield, basically buffing that system up for all of your friends, by the way. Everything that's, I believe it's like 5 kilometers around you. Weapon system efficiency, making your weapons more effective, and attract fire, basically just like telling everybody there's a big giant bullseye on this ship and start targeting them. So it comes with the cruiser ability package, so absorption plating, rapid repairs, enhanced plating, armored hull. History will remember, that's a starship trait from the previous version, and also lost in time, a count unlock starship trait, that's the newer version. All right, let me claim this thing. It should go in my inventory. There it goes. It's called the USS Lincoln. Now I am going to go over there where some of my friends already are and see what kind of customization. Oh, what kind of customization we can do on this particular ship. But first, I'm actually going to show you guys what happens when you level this thing to a tier 6X version. So gearing it up, or at least leveling the ship by itself on one tier. Alrighty, so here it is in the Starship Selecting NPC up here. So if you upgrade this thing, you're also going to get a extra device slot, so making it 5 in total, sorry. Extra universal console slot. This is going to be a positioned right here, so you're going to be able to put up 5 engineering consoles if you want to, either that or 5 science consoles or 4 tactical consoles, making a layout of 4-4-4, or some kind of weird combination in that. But in overall total console layout is going to be 12. So that's kind of interesting to have. Also, when you're going to fly this particular ship, if you level it up, you're also going to get a extra starship trait that you're going to be able to slot when you're flying this particular ship. Okay, so let me go to a little bit. No, wait a minute. Did I make it my current starship? No. 1 second, guys. I do apologize. Lincoln, ready this particular ship, and here we go. Customize the starshipy. Okay, so this is the early version of this ship. I did not made a review about this particular ship. I don't know. I don't know why. I know that there was a active decision for my part not to make the review about this, but it is what it is. So you got the Yamaguchi. Yeah, you got the Gucci class right here. A little bit of different configuration when you can actually see it over here with the deflector dish housing. Narendra. This is more of a slicker version of it. Kind of like this the way it looks. We got the beta version. I do see a couple of people flying this. This particular configuration. I did see it in a couple of times in like a TFO. I have no idea. I'm not biased about it. I'm just, it's just not my cup of tea. And the one that we are currently going to do the review about. Yes. I kind of like it. I don't know. This is definitely not something that I would like fly and be proud of. This definitely with a deflector dish housing. I don't know if it's because I can't zoom in more than this. Kind of looks like it's like armored. I don't know if you guys know what I mean, but it's kind of like blocked by some kind of like armor plating. Anyway. This is how it looks like in customization. Now, as of late, you guys know this, Cryptic is not, and I repeat, is not making any Starship Bridge or interiors. They basically took that whole department and like fired everybody. That is just, me saying for Cryptic stuff that I don't know if that's actually happened, but Cryptic is not making bridge interiors anymore. Don't know why, don't know why not, but it is what it is. Now let's see, we have different windows right here. We got window number 1. We got window number 2. 3. I'm not really seeing a lot of changes, to be honest. Just a little bit of like different configuration, but I guess that's the way it should be. You got the Galaxy and the Fleet. Okay. The Fleet version in window types, it's kind of new. Oh, wow. A lot of them. A lot of material types to choose from. Anyway, Ambassador right here. You have the Defiant colors schemes. Yeah, the defined color scheme doesn't work well on a big ship. If it was a small ship, then yeah, but a big ship. Oh, I kind of like this one. I kind of like it. Even though these lights kind of look like they're like out of place. All right, fleet version number 2. This I also enjoy a lot, to be honest. Just at first glance, really, when we're going to see this thing in space, then we're actually going to look at like the full details of this particular ship, because we are kind of here at the NPC and we kind of are like trying to customize our particular ship, but we don't have a really good view. What's up with this, right? What is up with that? Galaxy, and I know I'm taking a long time to show you guys all of these different material types, but it's just, you know, we need to see, people, what changes we're going to make. This screen is just too small for everybody. And I do say it because I'm on a 27-inch monitor, but it's still not big enough. Narendra. Yeah, nah. NX, Jonathan Archer's time age. Ooh, I like that. Underneath the deflector dish is like greenish and on top is like bluish. That's a really cool addition. Awesome. Refit. So this is when the Enterprise, with Jonathan Archer's Enterprise, came back and they refitted it with like all of the good stuff. And they made it like this. Sovereign. This is slick. I like it. Slick design. Very nice. I like it. Sovereign refit. Kind of lost me. It kind of like was in favor with it, but now it's nope. Here we go. Type 0. These are like the TOS era with Kirk and Spock. Nice. Type 1. This is like a very, very old design that was in the game. I don't know if anybody actually uses these things. Type 2. Type 2 is nice. Type 2 is not bad. Type 3. Huh. Type 4. Type 5. Hmm. 6. Ooh, that's really bright. I kind of like it. I wish that the reflection rate of the colors was a little bit lower, the blooming effect. 7, I believe this is how it came out of the box. Or out of the Zen store. 8. Let me reset this thing because it's been driving me a little bit crazy right now. And 8B for a beta version, I'm guessing. Upgraded. And lastly, we are gonna see the veteran class. Yeah. Okay, so we do have different configurations that we can choose from and make it like our own little Frankenstein of a ship. Just, you know, something like that. Ooh, that's nice. No. Oh man, that's so bad. Anyway, this is just the customization. You have lots of options right here to customize your particular ship, make it as beautiful or as ugly as you want it to be. Let me just select something really, really weird so that can be changed. And that doesn't actually look like it at all. But let me go into space, fire up another character, and see how big this thing is in comparison with the Lucari science ship. So, in all honesty, this girl is big. This is a big girl. Oh my god. So, this is what it is in comparison to the Lucari science ship. And let me just decloak. Oh yeah. And that's how it is. The Lucari science ship is basically just, you know, like, I don't know, 80% out of the warp nacelles, 90%, something in that ballpark. So it's basically like 3 times the size of the Lucari science ship, as you guys can actually see it up here. It's insane. This thing is huge. Now, huge ships, as you guys are aware, big inertia, so I don't even know how the mechanics would actually work in space, but this thing is, you know, is not turning. Make sure that you have a big stack of those deuterium surpluses. I think I have like a bunch of them somewhere because I just crafted a bunch of them. They should be in my inventory somewhere to make this particular ship turn. And I am talking about these things right here. Let me just grab a couple of them. These are going to help you out with the turn rate and flight speed. And you can basically craft them yourself by going to the engineering part. Scroll down a little bit and you will find them right here. It's going to cost you a couple of resources, but you basically get these things from everywhere and a little bit of EC as well. So what you do is add that, and that's about it. You're going to get 5 of them each, you know, each project that you slot up there. So it's going to help you out a lot. So let me just make this ship go to the left. To the left. Anyway, that's my singing career. So this is how it looks like in space. Now, when we were at the customization part, I actually canceled all of the changes that we made. We definitely don't want to fly one of those Frankenstein monsters that I created. So this is how the ship comes out of the Zen store, out of the box experience. You guys are aware. That's basically how I want to showcase this particular ship. So this is how it looks. It is having that majestic feeling just because it is huge. It is like big, bulky, and it is pretty. I like it. It is pretty. It has some kind of like attraction to it by its, you know, by itself. Like I said, I'm not biased. I'm not judging. I normally play these type of ships, so I kind of like into it. The only thing what's missing is like hangar pets, because I kind of love flying carriers, but the similarities when it comes to turn rate and all that stuff is basically just like the carriers. Let me show you the statistics. Now, I do want to say that all of my skills are not existing, so nothing has been altered to, you know, enhance the capabilities of this ship. I do have a couple of space traits right here, personal space trait, and also starship traits, and also space traits, space reputation traits. So those are going to be affecting the overall performance of this thing. Currently having 11.7 degrees turn rate per second and a flight speed of 20.36 for you guys out there that are crunching numbers. Now also endeavors and also can also kick in by impulse. Was it? Yeah, right here. Turn rate in space. So I'm not currently at 15. I'm not all the way to 20 because they did change the maximum endeavor rank or level currently, and that might also give you guys a different number. But you can definitely see that this thing is not going to change the way that it is turning. It is turning very, very slowly. All right, time for the mastery package. 25 physical and kinetic damage resistance is level 1. Level 2 is going to give you an X amount of regeneration, 1.5% of your current maximum every 3 seconds in space. Twice this amount is generated out of combat. 25 radiation and energy, a damage resistance rating for level 3. Level 4 is going to give you a flat out 10% whole hit points. The unlockable starship trait level 5 is History Will Remember. For each foe that damages you, you gain 1 stack of History Remember. For 30 stack, gains the maximum following until you leave the map. So more damage, more hull regeneration, and increase hull by 1%. And Lost in Time is going to be the account unlockable starship trait. The mastery level 6, basically you're going to get a heal for X amount over 3 seconds, and also shield healing. So the first one is going to be hull healing, the second one is going to be shield healing for an X amount over the next 3 seconds, and also minus 50% recharge on a bridge officer and captain abilities over the next 3 seconds. And I'm also unkillable for the next 3 seconds. Okay. But this thing is only going to work when low hull. Okay. We kind of need to see this thing in action to know what it's going to do. So temporal trajectory shifter, we already kind of used this on the previous version or the review that I did on the Vorcha KDF ship. So I'm not going to go into full details on that. I'm just going to skip that to save us a little bit of time. We have a Lieutenant Commander Universal / Temporal Operative Station Bridge Officer seating, and Ensign Universal Station, a Lieutenant Tactical Station. We have a Commander Engineering, a Commander Engineering / Intelligence Station, and the last one is a Lieutenant Commander Science Station. Now this thing is just finished, so that's awesome. So that is how you're going to be able to slot all of your bridge officers up here. So that's going to be interesting what you guys are going to come up with. I can't help you with that because I really don't care about DPS, and I really don't sharpen the blade of this particular ship when it comes to combat. Overall, it has 4 weapons on the front, 4 on the aft. You know, normal deflector, impulse, warp, shield slot, room for 4 device slots, in 4 engine, 4, my God. Engineering console slots, 4 of them. Science console slot, 4 of them. And tactical console slots, 3 of them. And like I mentioned previously, if you level this thing to the tier 6X version, you're going to get a universal slot as well, giving you a total of 12 console slots then you can have on this particular ship. And one of my friends is up there doing weird stuff, or at least his stuff. Give me 2 seconds to grab the Admiralty card. Whoa, he went away real fast. The Admiralty card, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I didn't find the Admiralty card amongst my Admiralty card ships, so I'll just go off on whatever Ambassador Kale has posted on the statistics. So we got an Admiralty stats information right here. So engineering 56 with science 35 and tactical 26, and the special ability is going to be plus 21 points in science when slotted alone. So whenever you're going to slot this particular ship by itself, making the project a little bit tougher to complete, but you're going to get plus 21 in science for that. Now, I do want to mention that just going off by the numbers right here, you can actually see that this is more towards survivability. So the highest being the engineering points allocated for 56 of them. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this thing, or at least level this thing up, all of the mastery unlocks. I'm also going to do a little bit of, patrol missions just to level it up. And I'm also going to remove these yucky gear and put my gear up here. and it's going to help me level this thing up. And when I'm going to come back, both of these things are going to be unlocked, so I'll be right back. So here we are at the last part where I'm going to show you guys a little bit of combat with this particular ship. Now I must say that this particular ship definitely suits my playstyle. The only thing that I'm missing is hangar pets that are you know, helping me out here and there, but I kind of have my own setup for the DPS, or at least the firepower, that I'm missing or lacking. But it is what it is. This is the way that I'm actually flying this particular ship. Now I'm not going to show you guys all of the items, what they are, because I don't do build videos, and this is not a build video how you could, you know, take the best and squeeze the most out of this particular ship. But this is how I'm actually flying it. Got a couple of items up here, skills and abilities that that helped me out during the whole leveling up of this Starship Mastery all the way to level 6. So this is what I was using. So history will remember. Let me slot in these traits. History, where is the H? I think history will remember. So this is a lot of text right here. So very nice. And the other one, lost in time. L N P. Where is the L? Where is the L? Lost in time. Here we go. How to remember low hull. Now for this thing to kick in, we kind of need low below to be our no. For this thing to kick in, our hull needs to be below 25%. Now it's kind of hard for this particular ship to have below 25% hull, because it has like 1.4 something modifier on the hull. So it is definitely hull tanking, and shields are okay, to be honest, with you know, the particular setup that I have without any skills and all that good stuff. It is doing definitely above average in my personal opinion. So it is doing a lot of good stuff. Now I am going to decloak, and you guys might not enjoy what you guys are going to see. There. That is with the new Zadvash Vanity Shield. I think it's horrendous. It's yucky. It's so bad. It's... no words can define why this thing is meant to be flying like this. I love the warp cells. The glow is very, very nice, but look at this configuration right here. It's like, what were you thinking? Like, is this like, you know, some kid that drew this? Yeah, that's just bad. Let's just make it cloak and not worry about the way it looks. All right, without any mumbo jumbo talking about this, let us take it into the Argala Patrol wanted mission. So here we go, 3, 2, 1, click. So it is gonna oh, okay, it's not gonna decloak. Okay, awesome. I thought it was gonna like decloak and then move into warp, but it's not. And there it is. Oh my god. Luckily, I'm going to zoom out all the way as I can and have that as a ability that I want. Now, to be honest, fully transparent with you guys, I have not used this gathering intel ability at all when I was doing it. I did grab everything that I have right here as skill and abilities, and I put everything on my key binding. So I'm just pressing a key binding file, or at least key binding button, and everything is being fired as soon as possible. Now there are a couple of items up here, the universal console and other stuff that are special with a long cooldown, 2-minute cooldown and stuff like that. But if you look at, like, even though this is on normal difficulty, that guy is just dead. And this guy is, if I could target the enemy, dead as I couldn't, is dead. Keep in mind, this is not a raider. This is not a you know, an escort or anything like that. and it is doing so much damage. Also mainly because it has like 8 weapons, so everything is basically like, you know, hitting something. But go away, I'm recording. It is doing so much damage. I'm definitely impressed about this. That's like torpedo warhead transfer there. Didn't do enough damage in my personal opinion. That's like this ability right here. But it is doing a very good. It is beyond my expectations, to be honest. I did not know that this thing was going to be very awesome. Just like it is doing right now. It is killing the enemy quick. It is doing what it's supposed to do. The torpedo spread is just awesome. I love it, and it's doing torpedo spread on the forward and also the aft. So that's just amazing. Now I am using a couple of like I said, like universal console slots abilities that are helping me out. So one of them is in combination, what I do is deploy defense and platform. 2 of these platforms are basically going to make sure that all of the enemies are going to be contained in that particular area, and it's going to be bombarded by torpedoes. That's like a tactic that I kind of like to use, and everything and anything that is in there is just wasted. I also let down like plasma for them, eject port plasma. Where is it? I think I'm doing it right now. So if the enemy is going to come between that, it's going to be basically get stuck up there. Another carrier. I mean, even though this is on normal, look at that torpedo spread. And then when we come at the front, there's also another torpedo spread waiting for this thing. Now this is a little bit of a down part, the waiting for this turn. It is a battle cruiser, but then again, I already told you guys, deuterium surpluses are going to help you out a lot if you want to, you know, take this ship and have it like, you know, decent turn rate. So torpedoes spread all over the place, and then at the aft as well. Also another fire torpedo spread, please. Okay, that one is in cooldown. That's gonna take a long time. But as you guys can see, it is doing its job. It is killing these guys quickly, or at least in my personal opinion, they are getting hammered down with a lot of DPS. So for my particular play style, let me just go out of combat. There. For my particular playstyle with this setup, even though not everything has been, you know, fine-tuned, as you guys know, traits are not good, skills are not good, even the weapons that I'm using is not good, the bridge officer is not good, everything is not good, and it is still performing very, or at least beyond my expectation what this particular ship was going to do in terms of, you know, killing the enemy faster, if that is what you guys are looking for. In terms of visuals, let me just disable all of the visuals and also unequip the Zadvash. This is how it looks like. I'm already showed you guys in the Earth Space Dock system, but this is how it looks like when you are in Argala Patrol, the system map. I like it because it is like I previously said, it is kind of like flying majestically, because it is like taking its time, and it's like, make sure that you are out of my weapons arc before I get there, because if I'm gonna get there, I'm gonna bring the pain. Anyway, I like it a lot, to be honest. Now I'm not gonna give it like a rating or anything like that. I'm just gonna say that I like it a lot, to be honest, even more than I did. So that's going to conclude this particular video. Hopefully you guys had a little bit of fun and entertainment coming out of it. This is definitely part of the what is it, the 11th year anniversary that Cryptic has been doing. This is like the second video that I did. There are 2 other videos that are going to be uploaded or going to come on the channel very soon, one a day, so make sure that you're tuned into that if you're into ship reviews and all that stuff. That's it for this video. Later.